Hello, this is Randy. I'm going to do a demonstration video here. It is time to publish a new monthly newsletter to the announce list, and I'm just received Sensei's text for the Dharma Byte. So I'm going to go through the process of showing how I take his text for the Dharma Byte, publish it to the website, and then put that on the front page and also link to it in the newsletter. It should cover many things, many topics in one broadcast here, one video, and I'm doing it all from scratch. I haven't done anything in advance, so hopefully I'll show each and every little step. Hopefully it still won't take too terribly long, so let's get to it. I'm going to, what do I do first? Well, I'm going to go to my mailbox, and there is the Dharma Byte right here. I'm receiving it in the email. I'm going to download it. Let's see. Pardon me while I take a little time to go through my massive file system here. Dharma Bytes. I'm going to save it there. And then I'm going to open it. Okay, I'm using LibreOffice instead of Microsoft Word, but it shouldn't make a big difference. Notice it's important, just not important, just makes it easier if you don't have it in a page view like this, because then if you go to copy and paste everything, then you get all the footers and headers. So I'm going to go to a web layout view. That's the simplest view. You see, you just have the whole document here. Boy, this is a long one. I haven't read it yet. So I've got the whole document there with no headers and footers. It makes it much simpler for me to copy and paste into the new document. So I'm going to go to the website. I'm going to log in. It looks funny here because I use a password manager, which I highly recommend. So now I've logged in. I'm going to go to the user menu. I'm going to submit an article. So now I've got the editor up. Now I'm going to go over to my document here. I'm going to select all of it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go here, and I'm not going to just paste it. I'm going to go up to the little paste icon. Paste as plain text. And see, it says use Control-V in case you hear the clicking of my keyboard. I've been using the screen shortcuts, Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. So I'm going to paste it all in there. We have some extra line spaces at the end, so I have to get rid of those. Okay, then I'm going to insert that. Okay, so we have the text now. Before I forget, I'm going to take the header out of the main body here, take it out completely because the title shows up on the page. Now, when you copy and paste, sometimes some strange things will happen. You'll see here that I didn't get the paragraphs, didn't come through properly. So I'm going to go to the end of each paragraph and hit enter. And let's see. I'll go through and do this. And that's the kind of thing that gets a little bit tedious and may take a while. So I'll try not to spend too long on it here. I do want to show you a few other things. And as always, I keep the original copy open so I can go back and refer to it while I'm doing these kinds of edits. But really, once you get used to it, as you can see, it doesn't take too long. And I always try to read through it very carefully at the end. My gosh, I would have to demonstrate on a long one. Okay. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate some other things in a moment, but first, I want to reemphasize save early, save often. A very, very, very absolutely crucial, important thing here is setting the section and category. The section is always STO content. The category tells it where to go on the website. And for Dharma Bytes, if you tell it to go to the Dharma Bytes, then it goes to the page that lists all the Dharma Bytes. Show on the front page we'll talk about a little bit later. Author alias, I'm going to put Sensei because since I'm writing it, it would put my name there. Start publishing. Why isn't the calendar popping up? Okay, well, I'll worry about that later. Public access. Okay. Metadata. Descriptions. Let's see. What is this one about? It's about anxiety. So right now I'm just going to put in for the keywords anxiety. And then when I review the article later, I'll put more keywords there. That helps search engines to find it. I'm going to save. Now the question can be, once you save it, it's disappeared. Where does it go to? Well, that's why it was key to give it the appropriate section and category. Now if I go to Teachings Dharma Bytes, it will show up right there. There it is, high anxiety, with the edit icon, and we can go back and continue to edit it and clean it up, and I'll show you. So for example, like high anxiety and panic attack are italicized here. So I'm going to go to, let's see, the first line, third line. Okay, so there's high anxiety. I'm highlighting that, italicize it. Panic attack. Okay, we're going to italicize that. So I continue to go through the rest of the text and do that. Another thing I want to show you that Sensei uses quite a lot are quotes, indented quotes. So take good care of yourselves, and I respectfully urge you. So let's go down and find those paragraphs. Did I go too far? I might have. Let me use a keyboard sheet. Let's try respectfully. This is just my way to do a quick, fine, there we go. Okay, so I had not made that a paragraph yet, so now I'm going to highlight that whole line. If we look over here, that is an indented quote. So use this little thing here, the block quote, and that will indent it. Now I have an extra line, and I know, so that's an indented quote. Sandokai is also italicized. And again, that's just a quick demonstration. Here's another one that's indented. Take good care of yourselves. This should be a block quote. And get rid of an extra line there. So now you'll see these two were indented. And Diamond Sutra and the Sutra of Huining should be italicized. So you get the idea. I basically go through the entire document and do that kind of formatting. I'm going to save my work. And again, it's right there, so I can go back into it. Now if we notice that it's not yet, if I go to the home page, it's not showing up on the home page. Okay, we still have the funding pledge drive. That was the previous front page announcement. So I'm going to go to the Dharma Bytes and now say I want to have this on the front page. All I have to do is go to the show on front page, click yes, and save that. Now if I go to the front page, it's there, high anxiety. But now we notice that the whole entire long article, and now you can see the full formatting of the block quotes comes in. The whole thing is there. So maybe we don't want the whole thing there. Maybe we want to do it in the newspaper style. So I'm going to go back to the edit icon. Maybe after 2 paragraphs, maybe 3, let's say, I'm going to put my cursor there. I'm going to put this insert read more link and save. Now if we go to the home page, this is what happens. Now we still have, some previous articles and things like that, but now we have the read more link. It's more newspaper style. It's more what people are used to on the web. It kind of prevents overload. If we click that, it takes me to the full article, which has the comment features at the bottom as usual. Now, if I say, wow, that's kind of text heavy, let's insert a picture. Sometimes Sensei provides images to go with the Dharma Byte, sometimes not. And when there's not, we also have another trick we can use. I'm putting my cursor here in the top left. Insert an image. And I have to apologize. The image structure has changed over various revisions. I'm in the people folder right now. I'm going to go to Abbott Laugh Small is one that I like. I'm going to insert that. And notice I have to insert it, and obviously the formatting doesn't look good. Then I'm going to click on it to highlight it. Click the Image Edit button again. I'm going to align it. Now notice this is the preview over here. It shows you what's happening. I'm going to align it to the left. See, now the font wraps around it, but there's no border. So now I want to put some borders on the right and bottom. So we're not going to have equal values. So on the top is going to be 0. Right is, say, 10 pixels. Bottom 10 pixels. Left 0. And update. And now I'm going, you can see how it looks much nicer. I'm going to save. So now we have a little bit more visual appeal on the page. We have a photo of Sensei. We have the first, well, we're on the full article now. We're not on the home page. If we go to the home page, we have the first 3 paragraphs or so. The read more and image on the page gives it a little bit more interest. So that covers, you see that process is probably only 10 minutes or so of copying his text. Now it does take a little bit longer. I do need to go back and check for further formatting in terms of italicizing some words, some block quotes, but basically that's the process. Now, to put it into the newsletter, okay, I'm going to show you a couple of things to do here. So I'm going to go to the newsletter and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to insert the first paragraphs here, and then I'm going to link to it in the newsletter. So let's just go to the edit, and I'm going to copy these parts. Copy. See, it wants me to use my keyboard shortcut, Control-C, like I've been doing. Okay, then I'm canceling it because I'm not editing that page. Now, I'm going to go to the user menu, send bulk email. Now, the Communications Committee has already created a draft of the announced list for July. In this particular case, there's the July. Notice it has not been sent yet. It's still a draft in progress, but I can edit it. And I'm just going to go, you have to scroll down to get to the edit window. Notice this has, it's a little confusing because this has a different editor. We had some problems with the editor. And in fact, there's a new one to try out that might work better. But anyway, I don't want to distract things. So I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom because I think historically we put the Dharma Byte at the end. Okay, whoops. Huh. Okay, so Dharma. Okay, so let's okay, Dharma Byte, and let's see. I don't like that being gray, so I'm going to give that a black. Oh gosh, dealing with the screen here is a little tricky. Font color, font size, text color. I'm gonna make it black. Let's see if I can. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Well, now I have to scroll all the way back down. Huh. Well, we'll worry about that later. I'm gonna paste. And did I get the entire article? No, I didn't. So my demonstration is not going so well here. Let me open another window. We'll just go. Maybe trying to copy it out of the editor didn't work so well. So I'm just going to copy it from this page. Maybe putting in the image was confusing things. Copy. See, I broke my own rule here. I'm going to undo that. I didn't use my insert as text icon. So where is it in this editor? Paste as plain text. Here we go. Okay, so there we have it, and there's so read full article on website. You know, so I'll put continue just to be clear. Continue to read full article on website. And I'm highlighting that because I want to make it a hyperlink. Okay, so I go to the link tool. This editor is here. And content, under STO content, Dharma Bytes. And let's see, are these in alphabetical order or what? Can't tell what the order is, but I know the topic. It's high anxiety. There we go. There it is. And I still didn't make my text dark. I want it darker. Why did it not take that? So I'm going to try this again. There's my editor. Okay. Text color. Oh, I hit automatic, I think. Black. There we go. Now my Dharma Byte's in black. I want the header there to be bold. Maybe an underline, something like that. We could put Sensei's picture here again, but this video is already getting too long and I've covered how to do that. So this gives you the idea. I'm going to save it. So there you go. Under Teachings, Dharma Bytes, I've got the latest one from Sensei, High Anxiety. I've also got it on the home page in the kind of abbreviated newspaper fashion, read more, and it's also on the newsletter. Announce list. Pull up the June or the July. Now this time I'm just going to view it instead of clicking the edit icon because I just want to check that it's there. And sure enough, there it is. Dharma Byte, bold, underline, title. Maybe I didn't follow the same formatting as the rest of the newsletter. Probably didn't, but that's further editing. I don't want to make this video too long. Same thing. Not too much in the email, and the teaser, and then a click to continue to read the full article on the website. So, then we'll just go to the home page. So I think I've covered everything, with the caveat that I know I need to go back and look through and, you know, for all the italicizations, boy, that's a hard one, and block quotes, so that we, you know, fully convey the formatting that Sensei has put in there. Sadly, that does not copy over, but this is the simplest way to get it in there. I hope this answers your questions and demonstrates how to do that. Once you've done it a few times and get into the routine, it doesn't take too long. Actually, the longest part is just reviewing it to look for typos, to get the formatting in. But I see that personally as a bit of a practice, like copying out manuscripts or sutras in the old days. I find it to be a personally valuable process. So I hope you find this helpful. Gasho.